Mr. Netshivhale, music teacher, culturist, and sometimes a comedian. I'm okay, man. I'm fluent in this vendor, but I know some words like Barinini, you know. Sure. Kamba, not been up, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Mark's up pushing. It's nice. So I wanted to have a conversation with you about a lot of things. Your personal life, your music, your career, almost everything, and the concert that's coming. Remember, we have an upcoming concert on the 23rd of September, right?
24th.
24th? Not 23rd?
We're on Saturday now. It was on Friday, so 24th now.
So the poster has been changed?
Yes.
Maybe more than that. Sure. But how are the preparations?
Well, it's been
hectic.
It's been hectic. Looking at putting everything together. Sure. We started with the results, and I have a team which is working on the background to push the PR and stuff. So
Sure.
It's coming right. I think I would say in one word it's building up.
Sure. But you see progress, right?
Yeah. There's a bit of progress. Just like changing, because I remember we were supposed to do this in an theater.
Okay.
In Malay.
Sure.
And then we got to the theater.
Sure.
And the changing of venues affected us, because now we have to change my links, where my ticket links. So stated there is on link. So they have to the previous link that we use to refund or the people who got and then now. You might be refunded by that time you're broke. Sure.
So
we're just crossing our fingers, but no matter we're going.
Yeah. I see, because you're always updating. We are there. Yeah. So how are the nerves for the event?
Man, no nerves, man.
You don't have nerves?
Oh, man.
You say, every time when I'm gonna perform anywhere in jail, I am a nerves
man, no nerves, man. Like, okay. I just want the theater to be full. That's it.
Yeah.
I think my nerves will be when we don't. But I've got a band. I'm confident in myself, and then I've confident in the band that I booked. So
sure.
We did one result that was happy. We're doing another result next week Monday. So and I'm doing the voices tomorrow.
You never had nerves before,
No, nerves are there. It depends, So this is my baby, man. It's my own show, so I need to be strong.
I'm not choice.
It's hectic though, because it's not like when you're booked, and then when you're booked, you're relaxed.
You just come.
Just go and perform, take your things and go.
Yeah.
So now, meetings and somebody's telling you that my man who's supposed to sponsor is no longer sponsoring. And there's a band which wanna play with us, open the stage, and we don't want that maybe because of some check money.
You
want to go and set up your sound and just play. Somebody wants to play, want to open the stage, and they feel like you hate them. The other thing, your friends are not sharing your posts. Your close friends are not sharing. They just like you show,
my fake friends.
Black and black. That's fine. We're strong.
But do you have any features? Because I know we have a song with Siaka.
Yes, Siaka Keith, one of my former students.
Sure.
Siaka is singing there. She's going to be there. Yes, and then the most important thing that we are featuring there is Siaka on vocal, she's singing, and then we're also featuring Chikona, the reed.
Sure.
Yes, on Zimwashu.
Sure.
Yeah, and then
I also wanted to ask, because I think you said you were motivated by the Malende. Is it Malende?
Yeah,
So is it a group or is it part of a dance?
Malende is more like a genre.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a genre.
Like Maskani. So.
Yes, Musanda it's one of those earliest form of Chivenda music.
Sure.
So yeah, our music from Venda, it's more driven by Malende. I'm talking about the real music.
Sure.
Chivenda, real music, not the music which are influenced by reggae,
Sure.
rumba. But as Malende as well, which is like a core.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So you mostly find women and men, coming together playing. And it was badly defined, by some scholars, like they used to call it beer music.
PR.
Beer,
is in. Why?
Because normally where black people are performing, there's traditional alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
So these white people started to see it as like, it's music for drunkard people. And it sort of tarnished the whole thing.
Sure.
Because now, everyone when you look at my land, they go like,
you have to get drunk.
You have to get drunk. No, and it wasn't like that. Because we have what we call Daba. Daba is when the king calls the people, the traditional leaders, actually, better word, not king. The traditional leader calling people to come and work in the farm.
Okay.
So he prepare food and then drinks for them.
Sure.
So they will dance after that, having dancing that, and then we also have gatherings where the traditional leader will be in his palace having people, because in the palace there's always people.
Sure.
So Malende was used as a way of communicating without following a protocol. Yeah, like for instance, remember when you're in front of the traditional leader, Musanda.
Yeah.
You can't just stand up and talk.
Oh yeah.
But within Malende, you can compose some lyrics that are addressing a very important issue.
Oh.
Like a situation where you have some personal vendetta with somebody.
Sure.
You can sing about them. You can sing about what maybe, let's say, the traditional leader mistakenly took your farm, and give to one of the richest people,
Okay.
You can sing the lyrics.
Now you're sending a message via music.
Yeah, and without following the protocols, you must go to Wakoma will address, and will take the news to the and then you're losing the story on the way.
Sure.
So now you took it to the
through music.
Yeah, through music.
Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. It's like politics, because I can't go straight to president. You want but Tupac maybe can say it. Yes. Okay, I get it now. So what's the difference between Malende and Chikora? Chikona.
Chikona, it's an ensemble. It's a huge ensemble. Where we play reeds. Malende we sing and play drums, which is called mirumba.
Sure.
And Chikona, we sing, we will play reeds, which are from the bamboo trees.
Okay.
And then they're tuned in a tonic sulfur manner,
Sure.
Understand? So just like a piano, they have a range. They can have a range, a set of 7 notes.
Sure.
And the 7 notes growing to be as big as one can blow. So it's apparently it's one of the biggest ensemble in the world, because you can even carry close to 300 people.
Hey.
So dancing in a cycle. And it's actually anti-clockwise.
Okay.
And then in a cycle, sharing just one note with a neighbor, no note, and the person is telling us to note, and making music together. And it's very spiritual.
Sure.
And that one has been even used in spiritual healing, and healing of sick people, because they would bring people to come and just listen to corner, and it heals them. Yeah, that's why. Okay. On the song that I did in Zimbabwe.
Sure.
People will say, hey, this song.
Yeah, this song is too much.
So yeah. So it's one of the secret weapon when it comes to.
Okay. So means like music therapy has been there for a while.
Yes.
Just that we didn't have the term, and it wasn't maybe you can go to school to study.
Yes.
It's been in us. Yeah. Okay. Now I see. At what age did you start to learn the instrument? Did you start really by a guitar or?
No, man. My first instrument was what? I'll say European instrument. My first instrument has been a reed.
Oh, okay.
I still play a reed in the corner. I play the lead one.
Okay.
Takura. I love the Takura one, which Takura means to lift. It lifts.
Oh. How are they different?
It's based on where you come from, in Venda.
Sure.
Because the different in the pitch, in terms of pitch. Just like a piano,
sure.
Do and re, it's something the same. The pitch is growing a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but they have names. So, and the inch corner will start with the re.
Yo.
Re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Understand? So, they define, they have names, and they are based on where we come from in Uganda. So, traditionally they would have the certain names and whatnot.
Sure.
So, but it was my first instrument,
yeah.
And then in terms of European instrument, I started learning bass.
Bass guitar.
Yes, bass guitar. I was a bassist. Tried being taught by my elder brother, Netshivhale, and then. I started doing my own guitar by cardbox and.
Oh, you did it yourself?
Yeah, from there.
That's where you grew up.
Yes.
Hey.
And then my other instrument, which is an African instrument, was mbira.
Oh yeah.
The thumb piano.
Sure. I still don't understand that one.
Come to the show, you'll see me playing.
So yes,
I'm playing.
So then I'll make a plan. So I have to make a plan. Sure. Oh, in the you're also playing the. Oh, choose your multi-instrumental, most.
Yeah, I can see that.
Sure.
I grew up from a family where there was music.
How was it growing in a musical family?
Well, yeah, man. Because we had our own corner. Actually, we have, because still there. And my Nende group, which was led by my father. And then we also had, but this one I had when I grew up, that there was a band. Because my dad used to play harp, and percussions, and he was also a vocalist, singing in my Nende groups. Sure. And I remember when I was still a young man, a friend of mine had me that, I don't know what you call it. I begged him to borrow me, because I was so in love with the instrument. I took it home. And then my father found me playing it, because I was just playing randomly.
Yeah.
And he said, no, go take a plier. I went to take a plier, and then he tuned it for me. And he played me like, he played. Wow. I just played once and straightforward. Sure. And played. Yeah, so yeah.
So it was nice that felt growing up.
Yeah, it was nice. So I had a brother who used to play the one, he also played acoustic, and he's an artist now as well. Okay. Yeah, and then I have another brother by the name of Twatomi. He used to play guitar as well.
Sure.
And then a late cousin by the name of
You've got your cousins.
Yes, it's an elder. These are elder.
The elders.
Yeah,
sure.
Mfariseni, his name was Mfariseni.
Okay.
So he's got a son called Musanda. I don't know if you know about him. Oh, it's a rapper.
Oh,
so he raps. Yeah, it's a very good
I'll check
musician.
him out.
He just did a song now with Makazi.
Okay.
Karapanda, that song. So it's been very musical, and the late Netshivhale was also a musician.
Sure.
So it's been musical.
Oh, that's nice. Growing up in a musical family. So did you guys jam maybe every now and then?
No, these are my elders. I never saw them perform.
Oh, you've never?
Unless the only person I saw performing is the one who taught me bass.
Oh, yeah, yes.
We would play together.
Sure.
And then, the rest, I've been told there was a band,
Oh, I said, I'm the only one in the family in J. Which I say, friend. So So you say why you fell in love with the guitar?
Yes, what happened this was a mission. I remember I used to play at church, and then one of the elders
guitar,
bass.
Oh, bass.
And one of the elders said, I thought it was more like a prophecy. The elder said, well, now you're a guitarist, you're not a bassist. I was like, man, it's like serious, and he kept on telling me. And then he knew that maybe, but because of discipline, a bass must be disciplined, you must just raspy, low notes and whatever. So I like to improvise a lot, Like I was a guitarist. From there, I bought my first guitar in Rustenburg.
At what age?
I was doing, after passing matric, I was studying something else. And then I remember my mom gave me money to buy a cell phone. 2001, 2002.
And you bought the gigs?
I bought a guitar, man.
Do you still have your first guitar?
No, it's gone.
What brand was it?
Man, it was before the Sanchez. It was just, I got it from Cash Crusaders.
So
I can't remember what.
Sure. So are you brand loyal now when it comes to your guitars? Or you just go with its sound?
It's for now a sound.
Oh, yeah.
But I love the sound of Ibanez.
Sure. I see. Then what inspires you mostly? Music work?
My culture.
Oh, yeah.
Where I come from, so my culture, there's no culture without music. So I'm inspired by my culture, my heritage, where I come from. If it doesn't have my culture,
you don't do it.
Man, I know I'm from a school, I studied and it was more Western stuff, jazz, but I needed to be myself to be free, because you need to unlearn. When you unlearn,
exactly,
you have to be yourself and use what you learn from the school. So my culture, I love playing around and learning a lot from culture. Then there, spending time and finding myself within the culture.
So I hear you, and you said an important point, Lana, because you said you have to unlearn. So let's say, like me, I don't have Emakai. I grew up in a township. I don't know most of the background there. So if I want to unlearn and go back to myself, where would I go?
Unless where you come from, and unless where your people come from is in, unless if it's in America. But when you're talking about South Africa,
it will always
go home, change the journey, sit down with grannies. We always have a bloodline which leads you back home, right? Wherever they're coming from. It's not late. I was in a program with Samro where we're transcribing
African tunes,
our indigenous music, be it a song Chivela's played.
Okay.
You won't believe who was partnering with Samro. It's an American company, musical company, which wanted that to archive that. And imagine an American coming to South Africa to learn your culture, which he said, KZN is too far for me, or Venda's too far. I was born in Centurion.
And that's like 5-6 hours away.
And you know, if you ask well, you have your family where you can just go and spend a week or two and recording them like this and then learn and learn a thing or two. So an American company came to South Africa to write our music and take it to America, and then the next thing Beyonce will sing it.
And master it.
And then now you copy Beyonce or Jay-Z.
That's the same.
Or Winston Marsalis.
Sure.
And then you're like, wow, this sounds like our culture. So
they took it from us. Because I've heard a story similar to that one. Mr. Mboto was once told me, there's a researcher who was doing musicology from overseas. Then he came here for Ndebele culture. Yeah, he made a research and took it. So people were amazed. Masega, he was starting to wear like the attire in Ndebele. And I thought, oh, it suits you. Then he asked them, Nina, why aren't you guys wearing? Do you have the attire at home? And many people don't have it. So it's one of the things now.
Yeah, you are so controlled by what's happening on the TV and they're taking over, bro.
We always want to copy other people and they also want to copy us. Because when we do our own things like Lady Smith, Black Mambazo, they are true to their sound in themselves. Yet they want about Grammys because they're true. About Amapiano, no, that's like South African culture, and now it's going like over the world. So I guess being true,
being true is very
Sure. Okay, I see it now. So the I wanted to focus on because I love these tracks, Mudzimu Washu and Vuan. I mean, I love those tracks, man.
Wow, great, thanks.
And they speak to me, especially Vuan, the message, man.
Okay.
But were you focusing on vendor people? Because there's a part where you say vendor Vuan.
No, not really.
You were speaking in general.
I don't know if you remember the story behind the song. There was a time where, I think it was 2016, 17, where communities sort of protest and they started banning schools. They banned 23 schools.
I remember.
So they were banning schools so that the government can listen. So Vuani means wake up.
Sure.
Why do you ban your house, which at night you need to go and sleep?
Exactly.
So that you're banning the house so that you can get a road.
Now you have the road, you don't have a shelter.
So one, whatever was happening there happens everywhere. In the world, actually.
Sure.
It's a message to say, one, wake up, So when I mentioned Mavina, I was just telling them as well because there was also last of one, also means youth. Wake up, youth. But not everyone one.
Sure.
You can't ban Baragwan Hospital because you
want a library.
You need a library.
After getting a library, you strike, ban the robots because you want the hospital.
So let's learn to engage, in a manner which doesn't sacrifice the other thing, the left hand, because at night you only need to go and sleep somewhere. Because after the strike, kids had to go to school, and 23 schools are banned. And who to blame now?
So obviously.
So it's a message of saying find a way to resolve it.
Exactly.
If you're talking to me as a president and I'm not listening to you, and why don't you come to me as the president and ban my house?
Sure.
Why do you ban your house?
Okay, let me listen to you and you fix my house, okay?
Better let's go to your own building.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's go to the new building and let's change the mindset of protesting by killing ourselves. We point a gun in ourselves like, okay, I'm going to shoot myself because let's go to him. Whatever promised, when you vote for me, I'll give you one to the
Sure.
So we go to him and
okay.
settle with him.
Then Mudzimu Washu,
Sure, man, Some of the moments.
Yeah, that song.
Okay, Mzimashu. The song is defining God. Mzimu.
Yeah.
Mzimashu. When I wrote that song, man, I overheard people talking about their God. The people who worship things. You know?
Oh yeah.
And then I couldn't associate myself with the conversation which was held by them. Because some were saying we worship a goat.
Okay.
Some worship a mountain.
Sure.
And I thought of trying to engage with them, but I
couldn't.
I was like, but my God created everything.
Exactly.
So I can't even. It doesn't suit on this conversation that we're having, because I'm talking about the God who created
what you're worshiping.
Yeah, you're worshiping a stone, saying a goat that you sometimes want to eat it. He created a goat. So, I was just saying about the Almighty God.
So you're praising Him.
Yes, I'm praising Him. And I have used a traditional orchestra there.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's a traditional ensemble actually, not orchestra. An ensemble, I use an ensemble which is the reed pipe that I did.
Sure.
I recorded all those reed pipe by myself.
You're the only one?
Yes. I played them one by one. So I played one, and I played there was 60 something.
Oh.
So I played one by one, get some rest, the following day go and record. Making them thick,
Different harmonies?
Yes.
Yeah.
One by one. And then we recorded a jazz band. We started by recording a rhythm section.
Sure.
In Redback, some studio. Then in my studio at home, I recorded them one by one. Yes.
Yes. Strips is your theory and your harmonic guitar. Who inspired you with guitar?
I back home here. Back home, there's a late Umdaram Chikundamalem, and then we have your brothers Lelo Slaughter. Yeah. I actually love everyone who play
guitar,
the traditional sound,
Oh.
And then obviously I listen to your judgments and Petmethini is one of the craziest guitarists that I love. He's he's got this world music with him. So I like people who loosen themselves from what we learn actually from school. I don't like, one and a two things.
Sure.
I like people who learn. And more especially people who bring back their culture. Sure. It's just beautiful. So Jimmy Blue, all this Bratano Mkwena.
Sure.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. Sure.
Have you met some of them?
Yes.
How was the experience?
Man, I know it's always great.
Sure.
Yes, Braslego, it's like a mentor, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Mabaya, it's like a father now,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of the professors in Musanda.
Okay.
And must check his music, he's a great guitarist.
I'll write him down.
Yeah, and they've been showing me the way.
So, Lana, you said you are from a royal family. And are you also, do you guys practice Christians? Because I can tell you're a Christian. So do you guys do that on the traditional part or Christian or both?
What is the traditional part?
I don't know, maybe use incense or most Christians, they'll tell you, we don't use these things, we only use it by people, or we only pray.
Okay, I pray.
Yeah.
Yes, I do pray. I pray. And to be honest with you, that route has been working for me.
Sure.
And I think it's the easiest where I'm one person, maybe I love my ancestors.
Sure.
And I believe that they mean a lot. They meant and they mean a lot to me. Why am I saying they mean a lot? I'm here because of my ancestors.
Sure.
And everybody's got an ancestor.
Yeah.
You see the Bible.
Yeah.
Even today we're still
it's
learning.
A bloodline.
Even today we're still learning about an ancestor. An ancestor is somebody who passed on.
Exactly.
Of which some other people will say you must forget about your people who passed away. But while I was still learning about Abraham, that's an ancestor. If you go to Israel and talk about Abraham as an ancestor, even because they passed away.
Sure.
So I believe somebody's proud about Abraham in Israel. I must be proud of my great grandfathers that they are here and they put me where I am today.
Exactly.
And then, but in terms of praying, I've ever since I prayed, learning how to pray and talk to God, because there's one thing that I love about communicating with God.
Sure.
I don't like a middleman.
Middleman, like pastor.
No, in terms of the African way where we need to talk to somebody.
You like doing it yourself.
I like. That's why I don't like prophets a lot.
Sure.
I don't like normally a human being will tell me that my future.
Sure.
I don't.
Really do it.
Ever since I learned that we have authority to speak to God straight,
exactly,
or through Jesus Christ, I feel like it's fine, to have Jesus Christ who's not a human, because a human changes.
Sure.
So that route of talking to God straight and talking, because I believe somehow I believe deep down that chances are my angels are my ancestors. I don't think this is just my thinking.
Sure.
I don't see having a Chinese angel guarding me. I am just saying. I don't think God will choose Chinese.
Sure.
Go to Africa, to
Sure.
South Africa, Uganda. That this guy, you're gonna be his angels.
Sure.
I know they're spirits, angels are spirits, but I don't think he'll take people from Israel to be my angels. Like, I don't think, because I believe that people when they die, they become angels. That's why they're angels, they're watching over you. So that's why there's that connection where you're still carrying your bloodline.
Sure.
And we don't cut it, and
even your kids are gonna be called Netshivhale.
Yes, Netshivhale, and we're carrying the same name.
Sure.
Even if we can change, but the truth is the truth.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. Then, do you enjoy being a performer or a teacher? Which one do you enjoy more?
For me, I think everything's got its own time. I think the time of being a teacher, because I've been here for a while.
Yeah.
So
it's 10 years, you say?
Yes, 10th year. So I enjoy teaching, and I enjoy engaging, sharing knowledge, and because when you teach, you're learning as well.
Exactly.
You don't get expired.
Sure.
So now I keep on
reviving
myself.
Sure.
So performance is just, that's why I can't compare them. Performance is another thing,
Sure.
And it's one thing that I live for, that one. You need to be a performer.
Sure. Have you had worst students, good guitar, or in general, any module that you're teaching? Like the worst?
I can't tell you that.
But it's the truth. You won't say the names.
This code of conduct, which I can't tell you, Musanda was the best.
But don't you won't say a name, you just say
when you chose a bad, maybe if you said the best guitarist that I once taught, and I was happy to say, wow, this guitarist.
Sure.
But I won't tell you because I forget his name.
Sure.
I was taught because of that.
But you do have like your worst and the best.
Yes, the worst are those ones who are always having excuses, they don't practice, and then the best are the one who give work, and then they just want more. You know, and you have a student who always call you and say, "Can you have a class again now?" Yeah, this one, because they checked and then they want more. And
so it's not about his skill, it's about to push on to.
No, remember some of those students come here with knowledge, skill. And they tend to be like superstars.
Sure.
And then when they live with the same attitude or the same way of playing. Because when you come here with that knowledge, it means you come as a street kid. In terms of music, you play by ear and whatnot. And this is one thing that you must be careful with. When you're learning, you must make sure that when you leave a college, you're different. I was told that in TUT when I was studying TUT that by my guitar lecture, we would say, I know you can play, you can see guitar, but I want you to forget about this thing. You will get this when you finish this program, and you combine it with what I'm teaching you, so that you can have a new you. Otherwise, it's a waste of your funds to come here.
Exactly.
And still sound like the same person. You can't even read a score after graduation. And some people, when they talk about a flat 5,
Sure. So we also went to Egypt. When was it? 2019.
Yes, 2019 September.
So how was it? How was the experience?
Hey man, it was great, man. It was great. The flight, 8 hours on air. I was not connecting. It was just a flight from South Africa to Egypt.
Sure.
Getting there, you don't know anyone,
So how much pay?
Man. I remember at the airport, it was like, man, wafa. I'm looking for somebody who is gonna come pick me up.
Sure.
And you have these maxi taxis. Like, man, I was like, yo. Yeah. So, but it was fantastic, man. It was great. We treated well. Went all those pyramids, to all those pyramids. But hey, it's hot. Egypt is hot. There's a oven there. It's hot. You can't stand in the sun.
Limpopo, it's nothing.
It's nothing, man. It's hot. If you both can go to 40, they maybe, I don't know,
40 winds.
Because you know what, in Egypt, by that time when we went there in September, school closed for 3 months.
It's
because of the weather.
You're wearing cool clothes?
School.
School.
The schools are closed for 3 months.
No
3
school. Months?
Yeah, until the season passed.
Shoot.
That's how hot it is. It's hot to a point where school are closed. I ask why the school are closed. We see kids every day. Like, no. It's summer. School are supposed to close because they need to be in a safer place where
because the one they could collapse.
Yes.
She's
man, it's hot, yeah.
But the musical experience how was it?
Wow, it was great to experience those Egyptian scales there. Hearing them, they have a very broad musical vocab, man.
Sure.
The Egyptians and man, I enjoyed
their sound.
Their sound, man. Yeah, their sound, man. This deep.
I'm taking you back. Yes, I can imagine. But because I've heard a thing or two about Egypt. There's colorism there. Like they are all blacks, but you see the lighter blacks and the darker blacks are not on the same level.
Yeah, it's more. Because remember, I don't want to go into politics, but the real Egyptians, because Egypt is in Africa.
Exactly, sure.
They're mixed with the Arabs.
Yeah.
So the Arabs took over, but
the original
Egyptians who built those pyramids.
Exactly.
The blacks. Yeah, you can even see them.
Sure.
They have a place where you have a black and you say, these guys like some.
Yeah, I'm going to look like my page. I see. So, from your past event that you did, so what do you want to improve, Gule, on the 23rd?
Man, what I need to improve now is...
or what were the red flags there that you don't want now?
Okay, I've added more horns on Chikona. It's a book which I'm featuring on stage.
The Western horns or the traditional?
The traditional.
Okay.
I've added more, and now I've grown up.
Musical.
Yes, I mean
sure.
There's a lot, man. I was so nervous by that time.
Anjia nyeta mutu